How's it going, YouTube? This is Bruce Weed coming at you live from YouTube. I've had a lot of people asking me about how to set up PermissionsEX, or PEX as it's otherwise known as, and there's plenty of ways to do it. But one thing you do need to bear in mind, the best way to edit any YML file is by using Notepad++, which is free software. And the first thing you need to understand with any YML file or configuration file is you must use spaces. Never use the tab key to indent, otherwise you'll get massive errors. And there's 4 spaces in an indent, so just 4 spaces between each one. Now if I do like this, you can see this line here right under untrusted. That lets you know that it's lined up properly. And then the next line, as you see, there's no line, but under here, and then so on again. Now, the rank system is really helpful when you're using your commands in-game, so you can promote people without having to worry about, oh, you know, I gotta go to my permissions file, set the person in there, and then reload my permissions, and it's a lot easier to use the auto-promote system. Now, setting up groups are easy. You just type in the group name, and then default whether you want it to be true or false. The first one that they need to be set to, like if you're going to have them trusted or untrusted, whatever, needs to be set to true. The rest of them need to be false. Your prefix is what color code that your rank will be. The suffix will be for whatever's after that. If you're using iChat as your chat plugin, then this right here will be set up via iChat and so on. Your permissions are done, as you can see here, very easily done, and if you don't want somebody to have access to it, you just simply put a minus in front of it and it'll keep them from using the command. Again, options, rank, that's pretty self-explanatory. Now we go into a little bit more here. Inheritance is actually, I don't know how that got messed up, but inheritance, as you can see, goes from here to here. You go inheritance and then whatever rank you want them to inherit. So this way, this rank here will inherit any permissions that this rank here has. And as you can see, the permissions are set. And then for higher up ranks, inheritance, it would inherit everything from trusted and so on, and therefore would lead to inheriting everything that this one inherits as well as this one, because inheritance inherits everything from here to here. So basically your VIP would inherit both of these, and then so on and so on. So head of operations will get everything, this one, this one, this one, this one, so on. It'll get everything. Now, also, one thing to bear in mind when you're working on these is make sure that you do type your permissions properly, because a mistyped permission will end up leading to many problems. Many problems. And as you can see, there's a bunch of people in this tier list, and it goes on a while. So this is just one of the configurations. This is just permissions. I'm gonna just show you guys here a little bit more about maybe essentials. Essentials is the same way. Make sure you have your things set up, but I'll go into more about that in my next video. But it's pretty self-explanatory, you know. And once you've got everything set up, best thing to do is make sure you test each rank to make sure that the permissions are set properly. And if you're using FTP, to upload to a VPS, which is a virtual private server, or a dedicated server, whichever type server you may have, make sure that you do /PEX space reload to reload your permissions if you have your server running while you're doing edits. If not, then all you have to do is just boot your server up and off you go. So check out my channel, and thumbs up, comment. If you need any questions, feel free to message me. I have no problem helping you out with anything you might need, and keep an eye out for the rest of my videos. Viva la Crónica.